The final chapter of DC vs. Vampires is here. The vampires have enslaved the human race, and their leader, the Vampire King Nightwing, is killing or turning everyone who are going against his vampire kingdom. So to oppose this threat, a handful of survivors have been able to work together to stay alive, and they are now taking the fight directly to the vampires, and their plan involves in dividing into 3 groups. The first group consists of Green Arrow, Swamp Thing, and Grifter, and their mission is to liberate the human blood farms and kill their leader, the Vampire Hawkman. Supergirl's mission is to get into space long enough to regain her powers back and clear the skies for sunlight to return, which can help to defeat the vampires. But during her mission, she seems to be getting killed by the vampires. And Batgirl and her team have broken into Gotham to take down the Vampire Kingdom and kill their leader, the Vampire King Nightwing. And it also turns out that a large number of the Bat family members are still alive in that city. So by Batgirl's command, the Birds of Prey and the Bat family charge at the Vampire Nation with their UV light bat signals in an effort to avenge the death of Batman and save this planet from the corrupted Nightwing and his Vampire Kingdom. Welcome to Comicstube YouTube channel. In today's video, we will review Chapter 12 of DC vs. Vampires. I have pinned down all the previous parts on the comment section down below. So if you guys are new here, please subscribe and turn on all the notifications to never miss any future uploads. Please like, comment and share. All the text and images are owned by its respected company. You can support them by purchasing it digitally or from any offline stores. The issue opens up in the Gotham City, where the heroes are keep fighting against the vampires, but the increasing number of the vampires starting to corner them. Unfortunately, Signal gets captured by the vampire Wonderwoman, and as there is no other way to defeat them, Duke decides to sacrifice himself, and with a huge explosion of UV lights, it takes out most of the surrounding vampires and buy the heroes enough time to escape the place. So Batgirl and Harley head towards Nightwing's castle to take him down, and on their way, the pair get visited by the vampire Wonderwoman, and she came here to bring the heroes into the castle. Meanwhile in Smallville, Grifter and Green Arrow go for an all-out attack against the vampires and command the survivors to head for the main entrance. So the survivors pick the nearby weapons and they jump on the vampires for a final attempt to escape the blood farm. But soon the farm's in charge, the vampire Hawkman, charges at the heroes to end their existence. So Oliver quickly prepares himself and fires some wooden spikes directly at Hawkman. But ignoring Oliver's attacks, Hawkman appears in front of him and he grabs Oliver by the neck. Even it seems that those arrows are made of normal woods, but then Oliver reveals his arrows are actually the remains of Swamp Thing, and as Oliver commands him, Swamp Thing unleashes his green veins through those arrows and he starts to impale Hawkman from all the directions and take his life. Meanwhile on Australia, the heroes get lost against the vampires as Supergirl got killed while heading towards the sky, and right at the time, the astral image of Constantine shows up to help Supergirl to get her powers back. But there he sees the heroes have been defeated and still informs him he's too late to save the world, as the ship which was taking Supergirl into the space, it got exploded on the midway and the explosion took away Supergirl's life. Constantine then quickly commands his team, and as a result, Mary Marvel arrives into that place along with Captain Cold, and Constantine tells his team to bring Supergirl out of that explosion. Mary quickly brings the lifeless Supergirl, but right at that time, the vampire Martian Manhunter attacks Marvel from behind, and along with Miss Martian, Hunter charges at the heroes to end their life. But the situation becomes even worse as Supergirl is lying dead, so Captain Cold tells Constantine that as everything seems lost, so why did he bring him here? So Constantine tells him Supergirl was supposed to fly him up into the sky so he could freeze the ash out of the clouds and bring the sun back. But in replies, Snart says he couldn't do that as this is way too harder. They needed Weather Wizard or someone like that. But the problem is, Weather Wizard is dead and all they have got is Captain Cold. Fortunately, Supergirl survives the explosion as Jaina tells the team she is not dead yet. Seeing a glimpse of hope, Constantine orders Cold to use his gun and freeze the clouds as he's their last hope to help Supergirl regain her strength back. As a result, Snart points his gun towards the sky and fires at the clouds. And as the blast is forming a polar vortex in the upper atmosphere, it starts to clear the clouds and a patch of sunlight falls on Supergirl. But time is running out, as the vampire Martians are almost captured the heroes and proceed to kill them. Martian gets turned into a pile of ash as Supergirl gets her powers back and she is ready to free her world from the vampires. Back on Gotham City, the vampire Wonderwoman brings Batgirl and Harley in front of Nightwing, and he welcomes the heroes into his castle, and he orders Diana to leave the room and take Harley with her. But Barbara tells him Harley will stay, so Dick agrees with her. As Diana leaves the room, Barbara tells Dick that she came here to stop him and his kingdom, but she still can't believe that how Nightwing could do this to his family and to this world. So Nightwing replies, they are always surrounded with those people who choose what was right and what was wrong. They use their strength to enforce their will. So is he really that different from Clark or Bruce? So Barbara tells him Bruce did not eat people. In replies, Dick tells her to survive he did not need to, because the normal humans eat innocent cows and chickens, while he eats those people who are vicious and cruel to others. So what is the difference between them? But angrily, Barbara replies, the people they are killing, they are not all criminals. So Dick stops her and says that one day those people will turn bad. So before that can happen, he took care of them. So he tries to convince Barbara to join with him because the vampires are way too aggressive to handle the situation. But she can handle it smoothly. She can help him to build a world where vampires and humans can all coexist. But as Barbara gets confused by her own judgment, Harley takes the lead and he jumps on Nightwing with a wooden spike. But Nightwing grabs her, and before he can take her life, Barbara charges at him. So Dick stops her and warns her that killing him will not change anything. If he die, Clark or Diana will take his place. And he knows if anyone can fix this world, it's Barbara. And he constantly manipulates her by saying that he visited in her dreams because he missed her, and Dick forces her to join him. But for Barbara, she is tired of this fight as Nightwing took everything from her. Her family, her father, Bruce, everyone she cared about. He ruined his whole world. And as she breaks into tears, Dick takes the opportunity to brainwash her. And as Barbara lost faith in this world, Nightwing forces her to turn into one of them and rule this world along with the vampires. As Barbara submits herself to Nightwing, she becomes a vampire, and she and Nightwing proceed to eat Harley Quinn. And as Nightwing takes the first bite, he feels something is not right, and right at that time, his whole body starts to burn away into fires as Harley injected herself with Lex Luthor's blood that can kill any vampires. And it is Barbara's plan, as she knew she couldn't kill him with her own hands, so she devised this plan to end the king's life. As Nightwing turns into dust, his henchmen charge at Barbara, but she tells them their king is dead, and as she is the one who killed Nightwing, it makes her the queen of the vampire kingdom. Now, as she has become the new ruler of the vampire nation, Batgirl announces that she won't make the same mistakes that Nightwing did because the heroes and humans have lost this fight. Those who remain are broken. So there is no point to continue this war as no one is left to challenge her authority. And as the undead Batgirl takes over the vampire kingdom, the final chapter of DC vs Vampires comes to a close. So what will be the fate of this universe? And also, can Supergirl save her world from the vampires? These questions are still remain pending. So which part you like the most? Please share your thoughts on the comment section down below. And also please subscribe as this will motivate me to make more contents. Thank you so much for watching. Everyone stay safe and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.